Nothing in this recording is intended as investment advice, and the people in this recording may hold positions in the companies they talk about. Do not make any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to Zak's Traders Cafe. Today I'm joined by David Palumbo, who is CEO, and by Murli Bhamidipati, who is Operations Director at EQTEC. Hi today, gents.
Hello, Zak.
Very good. Right, I've spoken to David before, but I haven't spoken to Murli. Maybe you, Murli, can start. And you've joined the company quite recently. What are you going to be doing?
Couple of issues. I think day 3 today. So my job is to basically align the operations with the strategic goals of the business. That's my main goal, let's say. What does that entail? It's really reporting back to the leadership team of which I'm a part, ensuring that there's an operational growth and innovation, focusing on innovation and growth as a technology leader. The business has been around for a long time, and with all its situations in the past, now is a good time after all the cleanups over the last couple of years, is to take it to the next level. And I'm based in Barcelona, sitting with the engineering team. And my intention is to deliver on the capabilities and processes to deliver a world-class engineering and support for our clients' projects. And finally, the biggest one is also refocus and reinvigorate our business development and operations interface. Right? We've been for a long time a fairly driven and like say ahead of the curve, as I call it, in terms of technology. Just make sure that of all the requests and the queries that we get, responding much better, much faster, and much more streamlined process. So those are the 3 main goals I have, and they will delivering on the revenues.
And are there particular projects you'll be focusing on?
There are certain projects that are already in the pipeline that the CTO and his engineering team are looking at. My particular goal is to make sure that he has the resources. Problem is to make sure that the last 2 or 3 projects that have just recently started, which is why you see the numbers and where they are, the improvement, and making sure that there are no bottlenecks. That's the main goal. And also building a reasonable pipeline, reliable and dependable pipeline is something that we are looking at, and that's basically my main goal.
Okay, and just going on to David, as you are probably aware, the London stock market is very resources focused. They love their oil and gas, and they love their mines and everything else. Anything else which deviates from that tends to be not quite so in focus. Maybe you can just refresh people on what EQTEC does and what your focus is as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Zak. And we've seen that in natural resources for obvious reasons. There's a lot of volatility in the market, and a few wars and elections all going at the same time. But what we do address a very critical sector that is not going away. So just to remind us what we do in terms, we have a patented technology solution that convert more than 60 different type of waste, including the difficult one, non-recyclable plastics and industrial waste, in a clean and environmentally friendly way into synthesis gas or syngas. So what is syngas? Syngas is an intermediate fuel, and syngas has a wide range of energy and fuel application because it can be used as a natural gas replacement for power applications into engines, for instance, or more importantly, which is where more demand is coming now, is as a feedstock for chemical application to produce hydrogen, renewable or synthetic natural gas, or any synthetic biofuel, such as sustainable aviation fuel or biodiesel. So that's what we're offering. Technology is developed in-house, it's patented. We have a strong engineering team of 20 plus strong with 4 PhDs specializing in this. And then probably one good thing to remind as well the market, because we've gone through a transition as well, is how we make money. So we make money by selling our engineering solution, which are, as I say, patented and proprietary by EQTEC, to project owners and operators. And these project owners, operators can be energy companies, utilities, fuel companies, or just industrial players. We also selling them then, once we've done the design, we sell them the equipment, the proprietary patented equipment to the plants. Then once the plants are built, we sell support services to the plants as well. And depending on the occasion, we start receiving also one-off and recurring licensing fees for the plants that using our technology while they operate for the life of the plant. Clear to also state what we do not do. So we do not have any longer any capital requirements or significant ownership on the plants. They're just customers. Italian DC and Belize are the exception. They're our first two market development centers where we still hold a significant ownership, but none of the plants on the pipeline. We also do not have any commitment to develop the project, but also have no control of the development process of the project. And we make money. We do not make money out of the plant revenues, or the operating of the plant. Other than when the plant operates, we provide them support service and maintenance and operation.
So, I think the obvious conclusion from what you said there, in fact, both of you, is that you are in a niche in the engineering area, and nobody's heard of a tiny engineering company. We are the minnows in an environment where the counterparties, which we're constantly discussing the projects, are the likes of we're discussing projects now with ENGIE, with EDF, with the likes of IDEX as well. So the reason of that, and they're coming to us, and is because we have that good of technology that has been proven and market tested as well. So there is a demand where most of the competitors are still building the first either pilot plan or not a commercial deployed plan or not a profitable plan. We have customer demand from large companies are experienced in the sector. The technology is proven, but as any emerging technology is not broadly adopted yet. So obviously there's a lot of risk in the market as well of this type of developers wanting to be able to have all the risk concern addressed, but the concern is never about the technology. So it's all about execution on site, and being able to have the right team that can bring to life in construction and in the real world the design that we successfully have come up to develop. So it's fair to say that within your industry, people know that you have the know-how, they're aware of you, but maybe rather better than the stock market does.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you often say that we are like an engineering company. Every engineer or large groups of companies, and we now start working on the strategic partners a lot with larger engineering companies, that they come to us and refer business to us. Most of our business still come from referral, either originally from after for downstream technologies like Yemba used to recommend us when someone was looking for a synthesis gas or gasification. And now most of our projects come from other large engineering companies or large EPCs, that when a customer that now are more educated, like industrial customers, are becoming a lot more demanding in terms of the fact that what they do with the waste. There's some restrictions of what they can do with the waste. And also they come already asking, it was not 2 years in the market before, when they come asking for, we want to produce syngas from a waste. So they come specifically looking for syngas. And when the syngas name gets mentioned, or where a technology that can successfully convert a variety of waste, we often are the one recommended by the engineering companies.
And just finally, you got your new team, you're cashed up, et cetera, et cetera. What are the next bits of news flow we can expect? Is it really going to be contract wins that are going to be dominating the releases that you come up with?
Well, listen, we just released our interims, which the numbers reflect this pivot into fully coming out of development, and how that brings recurring revenue. So I think what we'll see is we see more engineering contracts for existing clients. We are now have made an application for a proposal for 2 more projects in Hawaii with existing developers, and all those projects are in the space of renewable fuels. Either renewable natural gas or biofuels. So we will see probably more of this type of contracts that, in essence, is like paid business development, because the design engineering upfront is it creates the imperative that the project will deploy our technology. So our engineering cannot be used elsewhere other than our technology. So we will see more of projects. Probably you'll see repeat projects within existing customers. In terms of new things that probably are very exciting for us, I mean, there's now a big push also with the SAF mandate on the UK government, and something similar is coming now in Europe as well. So they are de-risking a lot the projects from a point of view of revenues by providing very good incentives, both in Europe and in the UK for liquid fuels. So the joint venture that we have with Compa GTL is progressing well. They are making a lot of investment into the joint venture to develop quickly the downstream pilot that we could place in our R&D facility in Lermab. This is attracting a new wave of infrastructure investors, that they're not only utilities, but also fuel companies, oil companies, which are, holding a lot of cash, and they are taking a lot of, making a lot of loss-making investment in technologies that they are not financially viable yet, like some of the carbon capture. So we'll see progress on the joint venture with Compa GTL. We believe that's is a very strong, very soon will be a standalone business of its own, because we'll be probably the first to market being able to offer a fully integrated engineered solution, all the way from the collection and processing of the waste, all the way to the liquid production of the syn fuel. Instead of having to have 2 or 3 companies doing that value chain, we can do the whole commercial stack, the whole technology stack designed by us. So I think that's probably the where you see a lot of future news coming from us, and watch the space.
We look forward to that. In the meantime, David Palumbo and Murli Bhamidipati from EQTEC, thank you very much indeed.
Great. Thank you very much, Zak.